All right, welcome to math again. Math time. All right, we are on page 201 in the Big Math book. This is chapter 5, lesson 1, and it's actually a little kind of review. So let's get started. A factor is a number multiplied by another number to find a product. And we knew that. We know that. Remember, we did factor times factor equals product. Product is just the answer to a multiplication problem. So the factors are just those numbers that we're multiplying to get a product. Every whole number greater than 1, so it's got to be greater than 1, has at least 2 factors. That number, whatever that number may be, and the number 1. Okay? So for example, for 18, a couple of the factors for 18, there's more than these two, but 1 and the number itself, 18. So 1 and 18 are both factors of 18. For 7, the number 7 and the number 1 are both factors of 7. And in fact, those are the only factors of 7. 7 only has 2 factors. It has that number, the number itself, 7, and 1. So 7 only has 2 factors. 342 has at least 2. I'm sure we can find more. I know that 2 times something will give us 342 because it has a 2 in the ones place. But 1 and 342 would be factors of 342. Okay. Many numbers can be broken into factors in different ways. 16, we can break it into 1 times 16. We can also get 16 by doing 4 times 4, and we can also get 16 by doing 2 times 8. Okay. Model and record the factors of 24. So use all 24 tiles to make as many different arrays as you can. Record the arrays in the grid and write the factors modeled. So we're finding factors for 24, and they used 2 times 12, or 2 and 12. And you can see here that's modeled here. They got 2 up, so 1, 2, and then over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 across. This is a 2 by 12, and so it's got a total of 24. So this is how they modeled the factors of 24. Well, we can make 24 another way too, right? We can go 1 up, just 1 box up, and 24 over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. And again, the 1 down, and then I just close it off as best I can. Again, I apologize, I'm using my mouse here. But now we have a 1 by 24 array, and the total inside would be 24. So 1 times 24 equals 24. Okay. So what would, and the factors are 1 and 24, right? Because it's factor times factor. So factor times factor. So those two numbers we multiply are the factors. Okay. What's another way we can get 24? Well, I know 4 will work. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by what? 4 times what will give me 24? Well, let's try it. Let's count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. So that was 6. So I need to go over 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I close it off. So now I made an array of 4 by 6. That's going to be 24 total on the inside. If I counted all the little boxes inside, I would count 24. So that's 4 by 6. And the factors are 4 and 6. Okay, how else can I get 24? Let's see. Well, I know 8 will work, so I'm going to go over 8. 1, just because I know I'm going to run out of room if I try to go vertically. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 times what gives me 24? 8 times 3, so 1, 2, 3 up, and I close it off. So I have a 3 by 8, and that's going to be a total of 24 as well. So 3 times 8 is 24, and the factors are 3 and 8. So 3 and 8. And I come down here, the factors of 24 from least to greatest are, so I want to put them in order from the smallest to the greatest. So 1 is going to be the smallest, and I know 24 is going to be the largest. And that will always be the case with factors. Whenever you're finding factors of any number, 1 will always be the least, or the smallest factor, and the number itself, so in this case they were saying what are the factors of 24, the number itself will always be the biggest. Okay, but let's continue on. Well, we got a 2 right here, so we have 2. Then we have a 3. We have a 4. Do we have a 5? No. We do have a 6 though. We have a 7? No. We do have an 8 though. No 9, no 10, no 11, but we do have a 12 right here. So now I took all these different factors that I found. Remember, these are the factors. I took all these different factors that I found, and all I did is I just put them now in number order from least to greatest. So from the smallest factor, which will always be 1, to the largest factor, which will always be the number itself, in this case 24. So 2 factors that make a product are sometimes called a factor pair. How many factor pairs does 24 have? Explain. So 2 factors that make a product are called a factor pair. So this is a factor pair, this is a factor pair, 3 and 8 is a factor pair, 2 and 12 is a factor pair. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4 factor pairs. 4 factor pairs. That's supposed to be a P. Pairs. Okay. And another way to do this is, since it takes 2 factors to make a factor pair, you can also find out how many factor pairs by adding all the factors together and then just dividing it by 2. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 factors for 24. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. So there's 4 factor pairs. So 4 factor pairs. So 4, another way to explain it, 4 multiplication I'm going to write over this a little bit. That says multiplication. Multiplication problems. Sorry, I'm writing over it, but listen to my words as well. Problems will get you 24. I wanted to add a little more detail there. Okay. So again, factors, any number you have. Let's say we have the number, let me find my marker again. There it is. Okay, let's say I have the number, 52. Well, I know all the factors for 52 are going to be between 1 and the number itself, 52. Okay, so factors are few. They're limited, meaning you can never have a factor bigger than the number you're factoring. Okay, the biggest number, whenever you're factoring any number, 52, 47, 39, any number, the biggest factor will be the number itself, and the smallest factor will always be 1. And then there may be factors in between as well, but there'll never be anything smaller than 1, and 1 will always be a factor, and there'll never be anything bigger than the number that you're factoring. Okay, so again, if I'm finding the factors of, let's do that, 39, well, I know there's going to be 1 is going to be a factor, and I know the number 39 is going to be a factor. And there can't be any numbers bigger than 39 that are a factor, and there can't be any numbers smaller than 1 that are a factor, but there could be some factors in between. And I know for a fact, for example, right off the top of my head, I know 3 times 13 will also get me 39, so I know this will have 3 and 13 as factors as well. Now, there could be more. I would have to think some more, right? I'd have to do some more multiplication to figure that out. But I want you to know that always 1 and the number itself are going to be factors of whatever number you're factoring. And there can't be any numbers bigger than the number itself. No numbers bigger than 39 will be a factor of 39. Okay? All right, thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next video.